Hi everyone. Another new artist for me, that is Bruce Springsteen. Well, I understand he's not particularly that new, but this is my first time sitting down to pay attention and listen to him. And the song is Born to Run. When I saw this title, I said, wait a minute, there's a song entitled Born to Run? I didn't know that. Well, I've read a book entitled Born to Run. It's more recent, I guess. And if you love running, if you enjoy the outdoors, if you just love reading about the different ways people do things around the world, it's a fascinating book. And, well, some of you know that Vlad loves to run. And so after I met Vlad, I said, there's this book that I think you'd enjoy reading. It took me a while to persuade him to sit down and read it because he doesn't have that much time to read. But last year, he finally, on one of his trips that he had to take, he read it and, he was so excited. It gave him a whole new motivation with his running. So that's how I know Born to Run, but not the song. I guess the book must have been named after the song, but I didn't realize that until just this morning. So let's see what this song is all about and see if it has any connection at all with perhaps the book topic. Bruce Frederick Joseph Springsteen. What an intimidating name. Bruce Frederick Joseph Springsteen. Bruce Frederick Joseph Springsteen is an American rock singer, songwriter, and guitarist. Springsteen is a pioneer of heartland rock, a genre combining mainstream rock music with poetic and socially conscious lyrics that feature narratives primarily concerning working-class American life. One of the album era's most prominent musicians, Springsteen has sold more than 71 million albums in the US and over 140 million worldwide, making him the 27th best-selling music artist of all time, as of 2024. He has earned 20 Grammy Awards, 2 Golden Globes, an Academy Award, and a Special Tony Award. He was inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1999, received the Kennedy Center Honors in 2009, was named Music Care's Person of the Year in 2013, and was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom by President Barack Obama in 2016 and the National Medal of Arts by President Joe Biden in 2023. Okay. Honored by 2 presidents. Or at least, medals applied by 2 presidents. In 2010, Rolling Stone ranked him 23rd on its list of the 100 greatest artists of all time, which described him as being the embodiment of rock and roll. Ooh, that sounds like somebody I should pay attention to. Born to Run, 1975, was Springsteen's first worldwide single release, although it achieved little initial success outside of the United States. Within the US, however, it received extensive airplay on progressive or album-oriented rock radio stations. The single was also Springsteen's first top 40 hit on the Billboard Hot 100, peaking at number 23. Born to Run was met with critical acclaim and is considered Springsteen's signature song. It was ranked number 27 on Rolling Stone's 2021 list of the 500 greatest songs of all time, the highest placement for a song by Springsteen. It was also included in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame's 500 songs that shaped rock and roll. Well, this sounds like a pretty significant piece of music. Let's check it out.
In the day we sweated out on the streets of a runaway American dream. At night we ride to mansions of glory and suicide machines. Sprung from cages on Highway 9, chrome wheel, fuel injected and stepping out over the line. Oh, maybe this town rips the bones from your back. It's a death trap. It's a suicide rap. We gotta get out while we're young. 'Cause tramps like us, baby, we were born to run. Yes, 'cause we were.
Dum, bum, bum, dum, bum, bum. That seems to recall something maybe Maybe it's quoting from some piece of music, or maybe some piece of music I know is quoting from this. Bum, 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 dum, bum, bum. It's driving me crazy. Well, obviously, this is a different kind of Born to Run.
Wrap your legs round these velvet rims and strap your hands across my engines. Together we could break this trap. We'll run till we drop. Baby, we'll never go back. Oh, you walk with me out on the wire. 'Cause baby, I'm just a scared and lonely rider. But I gotta know how it feels. I wanna know if love is wild, babe. I wanna know if love is real. Beyond the palace.
So, this has me wondering, would this be classed as a driving song? I don't know, but somehow it has that feeling of, okay, moving, keeping going, and I'm beginning to gather that this Born to Run is not so much about running with your 2 feet, but you know, it has to do with the American lifestyle of owning a vehicle, driving a vehicle, going out and having fun with the vehicle, car, truck, whatever, depends on where you are in the country. I could see this, you know, this song could be describing life in some small American town where the young people all like to drive souped up trucks and compete with who has the biggest exhaust pipe and who can blow the blackest smoke. Or it can be, you know, a little more urban area where the kids have cars and they like to have fancy wheels or tires, or it can be from yesteryear when some of those classic cars that we all love now were the latest and greatest modern thing, and convertible tops. I mean, this somehow manages to fit nearly any scenario I can come up with where you're out having fun with your vehicle. And that's why I'm not saying truck or car, because it could be either. Could it be motorcycle? No, it doesn't really. No, it's the car, the truck, the American mode of transportation and fun that I'm catching in the spirit of the song. And so when it says Born to Run, it means so many different things at once. Born to run, born to have your engine running, born to get out of this little town, make progress, so many different things.
Beyond the palace, semi-powered drones scream down the boulevard. Girls comb their hairs in rear-view mirrors, and the boys try to look so hard. The amusement park ride the rolling start. Kids are huddled on the beach in the mirrors. I wanna die with you, Wendy, on the street tonight, and an everlasting kiss.
Okay, I just noticed this little musical element here. I'm going to get just a little bit technical along the way. Listen to what's happening with his voice and the instruments behind.
Beyond the palace, semi-powered drones scream down the boulevard. Girls comb their hair in
Stepping up
rear-view
in
mirrors,
pitch.
and the boys try to look so hard. The amusement park ride the
somehow he manages to take us through that whole series of lines there where we feel like each one is rising up a step or so, just incrementally increasing, which takes us to the line, I want to die with you, Wendy, on the street tonight in an everlasting kiss. And that is the highest pitched, most emotionally intense moment which we've been building and building and building towards. Not so much dynamically, not even so much in the intensity of his voice, because his voice seems to have this kind of constant level of intensity. Although it's not dull, it's not boring, but it has more to do with the music around it and the pitch of the line that he's singing, which creates that impression here.
I got an everlasting kiss.
You can almost hear the engines. Oh, now we move down.
The highway's jammed with broken heroes on a last chance power drive. Everybody's out on the run tonight, but there's no place left to hide. Together, Wendy, we can live with the sadness. I'll love you with all the madness in my soul. Oh, someday, girl, I don't know when we're gonna get to that place where we really wanna go, and we'll walk in the sun. But till
Well, I have to now follow up that observation with the fact that now here in these lines, that as it's talking more about sadness and kind of some of the darker elements of the life, you listen to the bass line moving down. Let's back up and just listen to that again, because it's a subtle way of having this music which kind of, on the surface, you might not really notice. It might just feel like, okay, it's moving along and we're singing and we like it and all of that. But then there are these very specific features in certain parts of the song which are having a major impact on the emotional feel of the piece.
the highway's jammed with broken heroes on a last chance power drive. Everybody's out on the run tonight.
Kind of constant here,
No place left to hide.
except his voice descends.
We can live with the sadness.
Listen to the bass.
I'll love you with all the madness in my soul. Oh, someday, girl, I don't know when we're gonna get to that place where we really wanna go, and we'll walk in the sun. But till then,
Lower.
chance like
Lower.
us, baby, we were born to run. Oh, honey, chance like us, baby, we were born to run. Come on with me, chance like us, baby, we were born to run.
And here's that really a complex piece of music with a complex set of ideas that it's expressing. I mean, I've been talking about kind of the surface pictures that come to mind, but there's a whole lot more deeper and complex in this piece than that. It's talking about the dreams we have, and the hurdles we face achieving those dreams. It's talking about the disappointments that we face in life that maybe we never overcome. It's talking about the struggles that many young people face and have always faced. Different kinds of struggles in different generations, but the lines like, it's a death trap, it's a suicide rap. We gotta get out while we're young. In other words, it's this realization that if we stay here, if we stay where we are, we're never going to develop. We're never going to be able to contribute anything meaningful to society. We're never going to move beyond what we are here and now. It's a commentary on and a picture of the young years, the teenage social life of a certain generation or several generations, and both the beautiful and the not so beautiful parts of that life and lifestyle. And it talks about the sorrows and the sadnesses that come to us. Everybody's out on the run. The highway's jammed with broken heroes. In other words, the highway is not just the road we drive on. The highway is this is life. This is the road everybody takes. The highway's jammed with broken heroes. These people we admired. Somehow they were destroyed. Tragically, by accident or by foolishness, whether it's some accident or, I mean, the artistic visual imagery that's being used here in this song is really incredibly eloquent. And as I said, has more layers of complexity than we might think at first. It's broken heroes on a last chance power drive. Think of how many people in your life, how many people you admired at one point or another made some foolish mistake, and suddenly you realized they're not the role model you thought they were. You lose your respect for them. You lose your admiration for them. They even destroy themselves and sometimes people around them. People that you thought were the backbones of society, the people to aspire to, the kind of lives to aspire towards. Everybody's out on the run tonight, but there's no place left to hide. All that this line carries with it, no matter which angle you're looking at it, all these different layers that are coming into this. Together, Wendy, we can live with the sadness. We can live with the sadness. I love you with all the madness in my soul. So this is also about love and commitment and relationships. I mean, there's so much in this song, which on the surface is kind of like, okay, this is kind of a fun, very American song. It doesn't come across as being something incredibly profound or serious, but when we start to dig, the music itself provides commentary on the lyrics, as I was pointing out along the way. The lyrics themselves also have a lot to give. And I guess, well, what did it say? A pioneer of heartland rock, which combines mainstream rock with poetic and socially conscious lyrics. I guess that kind of sums this up, doesn't it? Poetic and socially conscious, but also more than just socially conscious. At least in the way we sometimes think of socially conscious being, let's talk about a specific issue, or let's bring something to light. But no, here this is much more complex and broad, inclusive. And I like that. I like that when you don't just have a simplistic message or a simplistic answer. You're also not just calling out and calling down a certain problem in society, but you're looking at the whole fabric and you recognize that there are complexities there which make it so the problem isn't easily solved. And it's actually not all a problem, which makes it even more complex. So all that is to say, there's a lot to this song. And I like seeing music that is really popular, that also is thought-provoking and stimulating to the imagination and the conscience. Well, there's my first exposure to Bruce Springsteen's Born to Run, and it's certainly not the Born to Run of the book, although I still feel like surely this book must have been, the title of the book must have been taken from this, because probably there aren't many people besides me who don't know this song. Born to Run. Whether you're running across the desert, whether you're running through the mountains, whether you're talking about your life in the parable of American vehicles and culture. Born to Run. That was a great listen, and I'm looking forward to what comes next. I'll see you soon.